Hi everyone, welcome back. How you doing, Elva?
Great. I'm glad to be here again and see you everyone.
So today we're going to be talking about bad boys, but in the meantime, when people start getting like, "Ooh, hey Sarah, I got all your emails." It's one of those weeks. So I promise Monday morning, first thing I'm gonna be replying to all your emails. I do that in person, so I need to take my
Mhm.
time. Sarah says, "Bad boys indeed can wait." Sarah says, "Hola." By the way, I didn't know they call you Morticia. I love that. I love that because they used to call me that way when I was young because I have flat hair. This is a perm. This is not natural hair. So, hey, Claire de Lune. Hey, everyone. This should be fun. I always thought OJ had an interesting face. You know what? I watched a documentary about him, and like he had both had it all. But anyway, Sarah says, no problem. Like, no, no, no. Only to let you know that when Fridays, believe it or not, they're supposed to be the easy week, but they're to be the crazy one. I have long black hair. Oh, I saw a picture of you. So I'm going to do the reading of the you asked. So I'm going to send you a calendar so we can do it live. I prefer to do it live than do it on writing. Dyslexia, it's difficult. It's easy to me. And by the way, when I see your face moving, that happened. I says, hello, everyone. Welcome. Nice to see you again. Hi, Anne. Anne is Anne in Antigua having a wonderful weekend. I envy you. I'm here, and it's been a crazy, crazy weather. Only to let you know, when you do face reading, you can do it by a picture. I have done it in live event where with Eric Hantley we did two kind of event. One of them, people send their pictures and I was reading them without knowing who they are, and because stubborn, right? You see the cellulite on the chin. I'm stubborn like a mule. I says, well, next one we need to put the standards higher. So tell people to send pictures with mask, and they can be wearing glasses, hat, and we nail it 100%. But one of the things that I love to do a reading when somebody's moving on a video is because you can have different thoughts of process. I just took my vitamins like with one glass of water, like 78 pills. Oh my God, sorry. So what happens is you can have different thoughts of process. For example, when I'm incorporating information, I have pointy eyebrows. I feisty, I want it to be bright face and knowledge. I need to incorporate information all the time. And my proxemic is high. You need to give me a lot of time because if you rush me, you lose me. Now, when I'm ready to pull the trigger, my eyebrows get flat and lower. My proxemic reduce. It's like chop chop. One, two, three. Like, okay, I have all the information. I don't need anymore. And my eyebrows go flat, meaning when they go flat is facts and data. Okay, I know what I want. This is how much I'm gonna pay. Tell me if you have it. If it's not, I'll move to another one. So that can happen depending on the part of the process. One is incorporating information, another is making the decision, and another one is call of action. That is one of the high levels of face reading that I love. Oh my God, we have it all today. And we have our man. Hi, my love. How you doing? Hi,
Yay,
Perry. We
Perry.
miss you. AJ about justice. And by the way, I was taking a look on your YouTube channel and I think I subscribed. If I didn't do it, I promise I'm going to check it again. Hey there, everyone. I hope everyone is having a great day. And I need to tell you the truth. You're not my student. We never correspond privately. So for the way that you communicate, my like Lena Cisco says, my word nerd was like, your language is a language of a gentleman who should be over 40. And guess what? I'm going to say it. Don't hate me. He said he's a man over 40. So thank you. I was really, really curious to know if my profile was accurate through your words. Hi, and glowing amber. I'm so interested in this one. Everybody is. And oh, Moonlight View. Hi, love. How you doing? Thomas Croft. I know that is a pseudonym that I know who you are. I am I am the enfant terrible, the bad boy of literature. Like, I know. I love your book, but I refuse to finish reading it because you haven't given me your copy autograph. So you better do it. And he says, the party does not start until I walk in. You and Perry. Hi, Christine. How you doing? How's everything? When it's okay to travel again, Elba and I will take you to Antigua, Guatemala. I should have been there on March last year. On March last year, we were opening an official, physically office for the Latin American office. But now, Elba, you need to work from home.
Yes.
On AJ says, hey there, Sarah, Claire, Glowing, Moonlight, Christine. I told you, he's a gentleman. I love it. Glowing says there is our favorite Perry. Yeah, but we need to start paying attention to AJ because he's been stealing some hearts in this life. Yeah. Remember, this is the fun Friday. We learning when we having fun. This is a good way to finish the week. And by the way, I have an amazing, unexpected testimonial and LinkedIn, and I'm going to share it with you later. It's amazing. Thank you very much. Glowing says hello, AJ. Christine says applause. Moonlight says hello, AJ. Justy, hello there. Ooh, AJ. Perry, you have a competitor, so you're going to need to start stopping your game, my love. The perfect dark one. Hi, I never saw you before. Welcome to the tribe. It's a pleasure to have you here. I hope to see you every Friday. Sarah says, the greater. Thank you, AJ Justice. Okay, Perry, definitely you have a competitor. By the way, for the students who are in this live, remember that we have the open class. The email was sent today with the link. We have a lot of questions, and we're going to be doing chop chop. Hillary loved chop chop. We're going to do chop chop today. AJ, you got our attention. Okay, sir, you're in the right place. If you like attention, if it's not, which says get your anonymous name. I'm sorry. I need to clear my throat. So Elba, start talking.
Okay, let's start. I think we can start with the reading. I think everyone is waiting for it. So we can start.
Yeah, we have a full house. So I always want to be conscious because people want to see this live. Mm-hmm. And I love our crew. Oh my God, my throat is going to kill me today. So my apologies. So our crew is here for the social gathering. So, ooh, guess what? The Skull Lady. Hello, Sarah. How you doing? Oh, by the way, I don't know if in 2 weeks, Sarah, myself, and another lady, we're going to be doing a live. So we're going to start doing promotions next week. So Sarah, I saw your messages and Instagram, and I promise I need to get on to it. Has been one of those weeks. And we start putting information about our bad boys. Why? The stories are heartbroken, but we're not going to go there because this is mostly face reading. And we were to we should put videos. We shouldn't put videos. And no, we're going to stick it with face reading because we can do a 5-hour class only with one of them. So if you want to learn what we are talking about today and every Friday, 4:05 Central Standard Time, you can go to humanbehaviorhackerschool.com. And if you want to know what troubles we are getting into, you can go to humanbehaviorlab.com and you can see the private trainings that we do too. Sarah, it is a great name. Haha, funny. You're Sarah too.
Yes.
No bias there, no bias.
No.
By the way, next Friday, I'm doing a presentation with a multicultural group and different ethnicity group about bias. And I was talking with the organizer of the event, and we were talking about how we can be biased, not only by race and gender, but how we can be biased in absolutely everything. And she was like, no, doesn't happen. And I show her the video that we're going to be showing the class. I'm like, okay, I retract my words. You can get embedded any information and be biased, even though without knowing that you are biased. Okay, bad boy, but okay, I don't have a voice for radio, so I'm gonna avoid
But I
it.
like that song. I remember.
We should invite Perry to sing that song.
Oh yeah. Yes, I agree with that.
Perry, I still have your recording from Fly Me to the Moon. One day I'm gonna put it. I promise I'm gonna put it. Okay, we're gonna start with O.J. Simpson. And first information, Anne is our scriber. When you are in a hostage negotiator, you have 5 people. One of them is the scriber. The scriber is the one who collects the information and expose the information to the other part of the team. So in our hostage negotiation face reading, or the face police, we're gonna call Anne our scriber. We're gonna be putting information in order to not lose too much time. What we're going to do is we're going to be putting the information. And I'm sorry, Elba, you're going to need to get a taller chair. So, yeah, I cannot. Yeah. Zoom allow you to like do a little more preparing on the screen, but StreamYard doesn't. Let's have Perry sing Bad Boys. Perry, I can send you the invite for that, and I can block your face so nobody knows your face, but you should be singing Bad Boys. Yes. Okay. From the 2 stories that we're going to share today, O.J. Simpson is the one who gave me the saddest, bitter sound on my stomach. I know what he have done. I will not going to talk about, I don't care if he's guilty or not guilty. It's not that I don't care, because I don't care about justice. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about the backstory. He had it all. He had it absolutely all coming from nothing. That is one key of the question. And I'm gonna read the bio. And after watching the documentary and going through the bio, I understood why his behavior become the way that he is today, and why he was flipped the way. It's one word. Sometimes it's so simple to understand. One word. Okay. Oriental James Simpson, nicknamed the Juice. He was born in July 9. Today is his birthday. That is the reason he's turned 73. That was one of the brilliant idea of Elba. Thank you very much. So guys, thank her, because she says, hey, O.J. Simpson birthday. We were talking about doing his face, because doing him like still sounds so dirty a couple of weeks ago. But Delva says, wait a minute. It's his birthday in July 9 and just happened to be Friday. He's an American former football running back, broadcaster, actor, and advertisement spokesman. He played professionally as a running back on the National Football League, NFL, for 11 seasons. After retiring from football, he began new careers in acting and football broadcasting. In 1994, was arrested and charged with the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend Ron Goldman. Marriage, the school. It was in a school. It was in a high school of love. It was a neighborhood, no?
Yeah, and then they studied together, and she was like the sweetheart of his life.
Yeah. Okay. I need to put this one. Elba, this is for you.
Thank you.
Elba is incredible. We know that. And Elba is awesome. I don't get tired to say it. So he was married with Marguerite White, 67 to 79, and Nicole Brown, 85 to 92. They have, actually, he had one more kid who died on a swimming pool when she was 23 months old. And actually never talk about the death of her daughter until later in an interview, but he never mentioned. He blocked it completely. So his kids are Arnold, Jason, Aaron, Sydney, and Justin. Now, before we go into the face reading, I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. There is a story that there are a couple of stories. His mom was working 2 shifts on a hospital when he was a kid, so he was unsupervised for most of the time. The father was absent on his life until he became famous. when he barely scratched to finish high school, and one of his friends says, "You're not going to make it to college." So when somebody says no to him, he want to prove it right.
Mhm.
He met Nicole when she was 18 years old and she was a bartender. And when they married on the 85, after they were together 5 years, she started making complaints to the police, real complaints about aggression, domestic violence. So she decided to divorce him. And actually, there were pictures about the two of them together. And he was sharing with his friends that he's going to be back with Nicole. When Nicole says no, that's when he flipped.
Mhm.
He's a person who doesn't like to be say no. When he was born, he had a tiny sticky legs because his bones were so malformed for malnutrition. Remember what his mom did? She did braces to his legs with pieces of metals until he was 5 years old. That's the place he's coming from. But in the other hand, he doesn't like to be saying no. So every time that somebody says no, remember the fight on the casino, remember all the problems. Every time that somebody says no to him, it's like, I'm OJ Simpson. Who do you think you are to say no to me? So I'm not a psychologist. None of us are psychologists, psychiatrists, or therapists. But from the behavioral standpoint, he doesn't want to be told no. Another thing, he was the first spokesperson the Hearst rental car have. After a year of the first year of engagement between O.J. Simpson and Hearst cars rental, the contracts for renting a car with this company grow at 50%, to the point they did a contract and he was the spokesperson for 20 years. After the year when he retired, I don't remember when he retired. He retired on the 80, I think so. He did a movie a year. He was
Mhm.
a sport commentator. He did, I don't know how many advertisements. He had
Wow.
it all.
Mhm.
How the heck? And why the heck you need to kill your ex-wife instead to move on with your life? Duh. Do you know, we were talking this morning, the 90%, I'm sorry, 80% of the people who win the lottery, they lost the money under a year because they don't know how to spend it, and they like expend more they can afford. I need to make this break to understand this is freaking crazy. Both of them have everything on, not on a silver plate, because they're fought really hard to make it. And how many people become OJ Simpson or Tiger Woods?
No,
For
good for them.
charisma and excellency, for a lot of reasons, they got to the point. And when they get on the top of the fame, they jump no net directly to the neck. Hello. Anyway, we're gonna go back. Anything to add?
No, I think the same. It's like you have everything, you work so hard to make it happen. So it's crazy when you are on the top of your career, on the top of your things, and you just screw it up.
Perry says, I learned so much about AJ. Like, yeah, okay, we need to talk about the both aspect. It's not only what the news says, it's like it's learning that it's not only the bad, it's not only the good. We are a complement and everything in our life, and we at the end we make the decision. OJ must have had a hell of a time in prison. I'm sure he was told not continuously. Like, yeah, it's crazy. When I was reviewing linguistically side, what are the things that trigger him? Everybody who talk about him is every time that somebody says no to him is when something flip. That's like, oh, I get where I got. Nobody's gonna tell me no.
Mhm.
Mike goes on impulse, not long term thinking. I don't, again, I'm not a psychology. I'm talking, he says, oh, Jay, yeah, I got it, love. Don't worry. Love your office setup, Susan, by the way. This is my real office. Somebody asked me yesterday in a meeting, like, I love, and I have a mosquito. I love your virtual background. Like, no, that's my office. That's
No,
my
that's
diploma. Those are
real.
my books. And that is my corner in heaven when I sit and read on the mornings. So we have a lot of more information for you to read in the meantime that I share. So I don't, now I put it before I share so we don't cover your face, my love, because I feel guilty.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I do worry.
I'm here.
So he wants what he won when he wanted.
Mhm.
Yeah, my way or the highway. And we're going to talk why is his way or the highway. Okay, guys,
Okay,
ready?
do it.
We have only two pictures. Which one you want to take? The first one or the second one, Elva?
Both have a lot of things here.
Okay, pick whatever you want since we talk about the bad boys, but since we have, okay, we need to tell the truth. We have a calendar that it says when the famous people has birthday on the national days. 1 week ago was the National Chocolate Day. It was crazy how many people wrote like, oh my God, I didn't know that we have a national day. Like we like to do that. So she went through the national days and find out that's how we have the Beatles, the last life, and we have OJ. So my love, all yours.
Okay, I want to take one thing. If you can see on the picture on the 1969, he has thin eyelids. Now, what happened with the picture, with the next picture? He became more needy. He became more like, okay, I need that company with people. I need to know about everything. So I think it's a huge change here. And another thing that I noticed is his nose, because when he, on the 60s, he had a white nose. Now on the 90s, you can see the difference.
Yeah, one of the things that because of the nose, and nose has to do with how we take care of others. When he was playing his for the first time, semi-professional on, I
Mhm.
don't remember, it was high school. And my apologies,
High school.
Agent,
He was in high
Agent
school.
Justice, you are my fact checker. So let me know if I'm I made a mistake. Elba was in high school.
Yes.
Yeah. He was like 70 miles away and he was in a family gathering and his mom drove him so he doesn't miss his first game. And he took care, he married his college and neighbor sweetheart. He took care of, he reestablished relationship, at least superficial, with his dad. He recognized his mom openly. He was nice and taking care of his coworker. As soon as he started having fame and money, the first thing he did was grabbing everybody who has to do with his feelings and his past and grounded to earth. What happened with the nose, with the nostrils? Now, what happened with the big, you can have a wide nose on the bottom, but have small nostrils. But what happened here, what is the size of the nostrils, Elva, here?
And the first one is huge.
What happened when you have too much air coming in and too much air coming out? What
You
else coming in and out?
you spend more than the things that you are receiving. He became like spending a lot of things, a lot of yeah, money.
He started spending, and taking care of everyone. He bought his mom house. He was expanding. Why? The nostrils are too big. So if you want a relationship about someone who want to take care of you, or at least you have fun, look for big nostrils. Now, if you want to marry someone with big nostrils, do not allow them to manage the finances.
No,
Everybody
no.
makes fun of my small nostrils, but you know what? I'm really frugal. My financial advisor says, you're so frugal that you're boring. Like, no, I spend money on hat, shoes, and books. That's it. A lot of shoes. Anyway,
Yeah,
so
I
oh my God, we have a lot of, I'm losing you guys. I'm so sorry. I don't know if he had plastic surgery. By the way, somebody made a comment on when we did the Beatles, and somebody says, dumb ass, that's how he called me. Don't you see it's not John Lennon? A nose and ears cannot change in 10 years. Crow, can we reply to this person? Can it change? What changed in my ears in the last 7 months?
Wow, they get higher, like really high.
Yeah, I get less patient, more. And actually, it was less than 7 months. Elba told me, Susan, besides that, she read my face every time that we met. Every couple of weeks, we read each other's faces. And she says, Susan, what happened with your ears? Like, what? They're super high. And actually makes sense why it hurt this bone, because all my glasses are fit to my face to be lower, and now they're higher. So I need to get it readjusted. So that happens. So the thickness in AOJ eyelid seems very different in the two pics. Yeah, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna address the questions, guys. Straight chin, hard head. My love, when you says hard headed, oh, a straight chin. I'm so sorry. Is that when he talk about has to do with the stamina. Yesterday, I read the face of a guy and says, by the way, you have a scholarship on football when you were in college. Like, how you know? You was a quarterback? He was like, okay, you Google me, like, I don't know who you were before we talk, but it's the chin. He had the quarterback chin. The studies of the Massachusetts University did a study that the white, you say it, Elba, because I always, oh, the University of Massachusetts actually was published on the Wall Street Journal, publishes on the NBC in London and UK, that the white of the cheek and the size of the chin is determined how many goals they're going to do in soccer and football. He had the classic football face. That is the face that you're looking for a person who's gonna make it on a football team. Big square chin. Glowing, you nail it. Congrats. You can see the white of his eye on the picture 94.
Yes.
Claire, that was my specialty. What
Yes,
are you doing?
that's why I didn't say anything.
We have an Elba too. We have Elba first, and now we have Claire. Love, you nailed it. Thank you very much. But don't ruin my white part of the eye. And I see your comments. I'm going to put it. Reckless, sloppy. Well, when you spend more than you do, you get reckless and sloppy. He didn't know better. When you coming from a scarcity, when you have nothing and suddenly you have fame, you have exposure, you have money, and women threw themselves in front of you. Remember, groupies happen, and okay, ladies, how many of you have fantasy to dating a cop and a fireman? What is the other fantasy? Cop? Is cop?
You wanna know mine?
Oh, okay, if your husband doesn't get pissed off.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, tell me.
Marine.
Ooh. I will not gonna open my mouth because I'm gonna put my foot in my mouth. So anyway, Sarah says, "Oh my gosh, his nose!" Like, yeah, his nose. And we're gonna talk. What Claire says, dependency versus codependency. Maybe we're gonna talk about. When you says dependency versus codependency, maybe, I'm sorry, probably I'm bringing your comment late. Can you refer what you're talking about so I give you the proper answer? I want to make sure that I reply to all of you. Diplomatic ears, nail it, good call.
Got it. Great.
Believe it or not, he have it in both.
In both. He have it in both.
I see it too. 3 whites. Oh, another one. Morticia, back off. Face change every 7 years. Yes.
Yes.
Elba, you're in a specialty. Yeah, that is your specialty. You wrote an article about it. You want to talk about it, or you want me to talk about it?
Your face change every 7 years. So it's like everything is going to change. It's like a cycle. Everything change by 7 years. So yes, it's going to change your face.
Your epigenetics, that is
Epigenetic.
your behavioral fingerprint, change every 7 years.
Mhm, mhm.
Actually, I did a reading between a father and daughter, and the mother says, "Oh, he's like my husband." Like, nope, she's your face. Like, no, you're so used to the everybody told you. And when I compared the features, I photoshopped the three of them. And when I put the two faces of the mother and the daughter on the face of the daughter, I need to show you that, Elba. The mother, the daughter and the father, they have nothing to do. Actually, when you go feature by feature, she have all the features of the mother. That's the reason the father and the daughter have such a complicated relationship,
Mhm.
because they're divorced. So he is reminder all the time of the character and the feature of the mother unconsciously. And they come to me like, we don't know how to stop fighting. And when I did the reading, like, duh, that is the reason. AJ says upper lip and lower lip proportions have changed to persuasiveness. Has to do with emotions. Actually, we're going to talk today on the open class. Upper lip has to do with your personal life. Lower lip has to do with your external world. He become more bodacious, more outspoken, but more needy. He become more explosive. When you have, what happened, Elba, when you have the upper lip and the lower lip thicker and in the same size?
You have a conflict in there
Why?
because you don't know. It's like you don't know where to be outspoken. You don't know where to talk about just the outside things. So it's always a conflict there. So yeah.
Is too much, too soon, happen all the time.
Hmm.
So what happened is, I'm putting the air conditioner suddenly with the lights getting too hot. So when you have your emotions proportionally outspoken as your external world, your office world, what happened is a conflict all the time. You become like more talking about everything, like hurricane, talking too much about everything that happened in your life. What happened is basically you don't have filters.
Hmm.
So we're going to see what else people see. And after that, we're going to give our rating. Cupid bow, more pronunciated, and 94. Is that only because he was smiling? Uh, no, actually, he have a bigger Cupid bow, my love, on the 94. Elba, what is your
Yes,
perception?
that's the thing that I saw. Yes, he has a bigger one on the 94.
Okay. Okay. Could the white at the bottom of his eye be from drugs? No. And we're going to show you something about Tiger Wood too. And we're going to talk about the white at the bottom. Police, I don't know why you say that. Perry says, yes. Yes to what, my love?
Yes.
Sarah, I have never had that thought. However, a tattoo biker guy with long hair possibly had. What I miss? I need to start reading messages often. AJ says, I was speaking about the eyelids, dependency thinner eyelids, codependency thicker eyelids. Will appreciate your thoughts, Susan. You had it. Oh my God, you're learning so much only for being on the live. I'm so happy.
Hey.
Yes, we're going to be talking about that. We want to give you guys the chance to start reading faces. And you see, you're already doing it. Sunken cheeks. Yeah, believe it or not, on his business side more than the personal side. Okay, now we have everything. We have our scribe put in information. So we're gonna address everything the people says. What happened with the eyelids on the 69, Elwa?
Yeah, he became like, okay, I can be with people, I can have fun, but at the end of the day I need my time. So he can handle both worlds.
Now on the 94, you're gonna see a lot of exposed eyelids. He become more needy. He
Yes.
needed and he didn't have it. He become more actually he was more introverted and more shy. Actually was says more shy than introverted when he was young. With the years he become more like, outspoken, and you can see that on the different of the eyelid on the lips. Can you see the lips?
Yes, it's different.
You see how different is the lips, but in the other way, you see the size of the mouth.
Yes,
What happened when you have a big mouth? It's someone who is going to be outspoken. Okay, how I put this to not be confusing. A small, it's like, think about a fire hose. When you have a big fire hose, you talk, you spoke, you convince other people about the things that you want accomplish, about the things that you have in your head. But when you short it happened because I actually needed to clean. I have a hornet's nest at the entrance of my house. And it was like, how I get rid of that? So I went to the hardware store and says, well, you need a pointer for a fire for the water, so the water get more pressure for the point to be smaller. So it's the same concept. When you have a big fire, big water, the water goes, and sometimes the water get diluted, get all over the place because you have so many water going out. Now if I make that faucet smaller but
mhm,
thicker,
much. Mhm,
I don't have filter, and everything that coming is coming like a knife in your chest. Make sense?
mhm,
He's not going to be talking as much, even though he talk a lot, because he's verbacious. But when he talk, he's mean. He used to be a sweet person who spoke, making sure that his words are are, are cohesive. Now that words are coming in a small shortage, so
mhm.
coming harder, thicker, and more bitter. Make sense what I'm
Yeah.
saying, Elva? So
Yes.
makes in the other anybody else understand it?
And if you combine this with the straight chin, okay.
Okay. To
No.
know this from the nose, the tip of the nose to the chin is how do we communicate with others.
Mhm.
So when we have thicker lips, meaning no filters, I'm going to tell you everything that go into my head. Straight chin. Straight chin is think like an arrow that is
Mhm.
going through directly, when the arrow instead to go this way is going to go that way. And we have a small faucet where all the information is going to go. That's what you have in that OJ Simpson at that time. Remember, this is 94. We are not reading OJ Simpson today. We coming from the guy who was successful, have all his life in front of him, to the guy who ended up in jail.
Mhm.
um, OJ says, Sir Adams, yes, I was thinking the same thing. Antisocial and more guarded and self-protecting to many, to maybe, well, again, he was coming from, uh, I don't want to sound neither racist or diminished, but he was coming from a low place in San Francisco, from a mom who couldn't be at home because in order to put food and a roof on the house, she needed to work two jobs. So he was in control. He was in a gang. He get on gangs and things like that. Actually, he started doing a sport because his mom or an uncle or brother, I don't remember who he
Uncle.
was, uncle.
Mhm.
You want to tell the story? You know it
No,
better than
no,
I am.
you tell it.
So an uncle says, okay, the only way, and actually a lot of people ended up being really good in sport and getting out of gangs and things like that,
Mhm.
thank you to sport and community centers. So his uncle asked to be to get OJ on practicing a sport, and that's the reason he didn't end up dead. He ended up being a killer, but he didn't get killed. I'm
No.
gonna skip it there because I don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, let's see. Yes, high five, AJ. Beater. You know what? Believe it or not, we don't have bitterness on his face.
Nothing.
It's my way or the highway. Can you see the critical line? Okay,
Here,
we have a shadow, but can you see it in
right
this one?
there. You can see it in the 94. Yes, he
You
has a
see
pretty.
the deepness?
It's deep, deep, deep because he need the recognition.
If you don't give recognition to somebody who need it, and let's put this in context. O.J. Simpson, 20 years a spokesman of Hertz, Coca-Cola. He have
Not, not,
Nike,
mhm.
Nike, movies, shows. People stop him to get an autograph, and suddenly his wife says, "I don't want you anymore."
Mm.
Who is the only person he goes against to?
His wife.
Thank you very much. Interesting about the small mouth. I have a small mouth, yet I attempt to build others up instead to stab them in the heart. Because remember, Glowing, that we says that you cannot read a feature separately. But honey, when you get pissed off, I don't want to be around you. And tell me,
Mhm.
you can do more hurt to someone with your mouth than when you're fist. And let me know if you agree or not. If it's not, please put it anyway. His eye has sat downward, tilt down. Yes, in both.
In both. He never changed that.
His childhood dynamic were strained, big street. Is contempt there in the large picture? Oh yeah, he have a little contempt. He have the salesman smile. Okay, let's go do the reading. Forehead. What do you think? Round or
Round.
straight? Good
Round.
call. How he says is round. You can see the shininess.
Mhm.
His shine. Eyebrows. What happened in the beginning? What happened in the second one?
Wow, it's crazy. You see how thick they are, how like even they are, and how they change like winged. Yeah.
Yeah, he used to have longest eyebrows, meaning that everything that he started, he finished. He was really dedicated. Thicker the eyebrows has to do with the stamina too. When you
Mhm.
have thin eyebrows, it's because you plug it and plug it and plug it until they're perfect. And he didn't try to be perfect. He tried to be famous. He tried to get the things done. He wanted to get through. Now, when he went to the picture on the 94, do you see the distance between the eyebrows?
Yeah. Yeah, they were more closed. Now they like
Yeah,
far away.
and that is not waxing. That is not
Yeah.
surgery. That
Uh-uh.
make is more difficult to finish things for him. I stay clear to conflict. No, I don't fight physically nor verbally. Thank you, love. They start farther apart. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
Yes.
You
Hmm.
know what? Look, okay, beside that he play football, the nose maybe change, but the nostrils, you cannot change it for that.
Yeah.
Yes, the tongue is sharp than the sword, like, oh yeah, you don't want to see me pissed off. You
Eh,
don't.
no.
I don't talk too much, but when I talk, you prefer like, please punch me. Like, nope, I'm gonna keep talking. Now we talk about the nose. Now, can you see the shadow? And I love this picture. Can you see the shadow
Yeah.
showing that people with says that he have a big nose, but you guess what? He have a thin nose.
Yes.
Can you see the top
Hmm.
here? This is a thin nose. This is a thick nose. What happened with a thin nose? It's a self-made or say back or get a lot of money from others.
No, it's a person that is self-made. They are independent. They are the ones that look for the things that they want. Don't wait for no one to say to them or help them because they know how to do it.
Great. Now, we cannot see the tooth, but we have two things in this tooth
Yeah.
that I love about it, and everybody who made it. And when I see those,
Mhm.
you know what? I gonna see if I get the courage to show a picture. When I was
Ah, I saw it.
80 years old,
I
I
saw.
have so much gap between my front tooth, then I can put my pinky finger, and my joke with my parents was, oh look, I can hide my pinky finger. And my parents like, no, you're a lady, they fixed my front tooth. So I found a picture in my parents' house,
So,
and I took it like, oh my god, why you fix the gap? And my dad have the same gap to the point that he decided to put a third teeth on
Wow.
the middle instead to
Cover.
fix it. That's how separated it was. That's how like Samala La Testa, he was Italian. Samala La Testa is like stubborn in Italian. So we cannot see it, but yeah, he have big front tooth and the gap. You want to say what I mean?
Yeah, he became like, okay, I want to take my risk and I'm not going to stop. Even he had the record when he was playing football. I don't remember how many yards he won, but he had a record. He put a record in that time. So yeah, he was the one that makes the things and take the risk. He prefers to do something than sitting down and wait for things happen. And you to this plus the stubbornness, yeah, he will not be like you cannot say no to him.
Nope. And I cannot believe it's been an hour. We haven't talked about, and we have only 2 pictures. You see how much you can do in 2 pictures?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to address. His nostrils become smaller because he started losing money. He lose a lot of money. The settlement was $500,000 plus $10,000 a month. He lost a lot. Now, what happened with the eyelids? You can have exposed eyelids and not white part of the eye, and you can have white part of the eye and not and a lot of exposed eyelids. So one thing has not correlation to the other. So please do not confuse. What happened when you see white part of the eyes? Run for your life. Okay? I did another client this week, yesterday, a surgeon. When I talked to him, his personal side, you can see almost all the white part of the eye, and
Wow.
his business side, the eyelid was caught in the pupil. And I
Wow.
says, I don't care what you need to do next week. If you're not taking a vacation like right yesterday, you're gonna die on the surgical table. And he had the lines on the earlobes. So
Oh, okay.
and he's like, yeah, I haven't taken a vacation in 3 years. I've been doing like 20 surgeries a week. Like, dude, stop,
Mm-hmm.
because something is going to happen with you. And he needed to get an insurance, and the insurance company says, can you do a reading on him? Like, I can, if I drop the report, you're never going to get insured. So take a week off and I'm going to read you again. So the chin didn't change.
No.
What it changed is get the critical line more pronounced. We're going to go to message, and we're going to go to Sarah says he looks scary in the 94. Yeah, I read the message. Like, yeah, he is scary. He's completely disconnecting from reality. I saw the video when he was supposedly on the white Bronco trying to kill himself. I don't believe it. Stubborn, defiant, strong, wild, my way or the highway. Yeah, that's what I used that phrase before. I can imagine someone with an extra tooth in the center of the front teeth. How did that appear? He was happy because now he can eat corn again. So
Oh, yeah.
my dad was really particular. He had me as a daughter. You should make my brothers and sisters. None of us is normal. When I was little, I could put a Tootsie Pop stick between my front teeth. Tell me they don't fix it. Please tell me they didn't fix it. I hope it didn't. Can brain injury make a person have 3 whites? Yes. Yes. I teach nurses and doctors and psychologists. When you see all the white part of the eye, is because the person have a brain injury, have a brain concussion, is disconnecting from reality. If you see someone on the street and you can see all the white part of the eye, call 911 because you're saving a life. Either because of that person is about to collapse, or because that person is so disconnected from reality they can hurt somebody else.
Yes.
So last one about O.J. Simpson, and they didn't fix it, but they grew together. It's a meaning. Hello. Sarah says, run. Like, yeah, run. I love your capital letters and 3 points. Like, yeah, run, please run. Okay. Anything else, Elwa, that I'm missing?
Nope. I think they are the most like shocking things that you can see in his face.
Yeah, but I love that the crowd is doing the reading. Like, woohoo!
Yes, it's great.
It's
I
so
love
great.
it.
I'm gonna have a glass of wine next Friday because you guys are doing the work. Oh,
Mhm.
by the way, next week I forgot to do this slide. I have a lazy week. My apologies. We're gonna be talking about Anna Wintrow, the chief editor of Vogue, and believe it or not, I have one of a couple of her necklace. I shouldn't say that, but I do. And we're going to talk about Mary Barra, General Motors, the CEO of General
Mhm.
Motors. So we're going to have two ladies, badass ladies, CEOs, and Anna Wintrow's. Like, if you haven't heard about her, I don't know where you are hiding. But if you want to know what she is, get the book, The Devil Wears Prada. The
Oh,
only book that it's not serial killers of this field is the it's about Audrey Hepburn, it's about Coco Chanel, and it's about oh my god, The Devil Wears Prada. I think the dialogues are amazing. uh okay. The state of California claims Simpsons owe 144 million in back taxes. A tax lien was filed in his case on September 99. Dude, you make such that much money, pay your taxes. He was using a lot of cocaine in the late 80s and 90s and is still using it. Believe me, that face show it. If brain concussion cause three whites of eyes, I will think a football player had that. Well, there doctor, oh my god. He's bald, he's in California, he's the brain doctor, and he do an MRI on you every time that you're gonna doctor. Oh my god, I'm gonna get so pissed off because as soon as I put disconnect and broadcast, I
you are
doctor,
the name.
it's around 60. He specialized and study brain concussions, and actually there have been some newspaper articles and magazine articles saying that most of the football players ended up dumb if they don't retire on time for the amount of head concussions. And
Mhm.
sometimes the pressure from the team to go back to the field is so hard they don't give enough time to get the concussion. You need to understand you have the skull, the scalp, you have the skull, and you have a membrane
Mhm.
holding your brain, and it's liquid, and you have the spine who hold it. Every time that your brain hits, the spine hits too.
Mhm.
So can you imagine how many things dying in your brain? I will not going to go to the physio nerdiness about the brain, but
No.
every time that you have a concussion, the reason it take time, actually there are concussions that you have an accident when you have a whiplash.
Mhm.
I have an accident,
Yes.
not a whiplash. An asshole didn't do his job, and I ended up with a brain surgery and brain neck, broken neck. But what happened is the whiplash, that's your neck and your brain do that. And it's happened that it can take up to 6 months that you start showing signs of a concussion. That's how complex is our body trying to heal himself, and the brain, how complex the brain is. So doesn't matter if you don't see in an accident. That's the reason I says if you see someone walking on the street with three part of the eye, the wide part of the eyes really exposed, or the all the eye exposed, please call the police. Something is going on. Okay. The Devil Wears Prada rock. Dude, come on, really? I adore you. You're a doll. Oh, see. Oh, see. That is the series about the jail, no? I think so.
I don't know.
Dr. Oz. Uh, I will not going to talk about Dr. Oz because there were he was in a couple of things and I was in a case. I cannot talk anymore. Daniel, amen. Thank you, Claire de Lune. Thank you, because love, then I couldn't go to sleep.
No.
Daniel Amen has been working. Actually, he have. If you go to his website, no affiliation. I have nothing to do with the dude, but I love his studies. If you go to his website, you're gonna see the brain of the fMRI, no MRI, fMRI. When you have liquid and you have the zones, and you're gonna see holes on the football players and drug addicts. You're going to see holes, and after a certain time with therapy, vitamins and things, you're going to see those holes are filled again, like face reading, face change. You can train your brain. I start my regimens of vitamins. I hate them, but they're supposed to be good.
Yeah.
Velvet Moon says chronic trauma encephalopathy. Thank you, Velvet. Now you make me feel, then I don't know what I'm talking. Dr. Phil used to do, and he still have a company who does what we do, trial sales consulting and trials and witness preparation. That's what I'm so burned down this week. I was working with lawyers all week. I love you guys, but you drive me crazy. I have a couple of his book and I have learned a lot. I got them because I have 2 brain injuries. Sorry, love. I hope you're doing better. Yes. I'm so sorry. It's not fun to have that. Dr. Bennett Omula. Omalu. No, but I'm going to take a note right now because now you ruined my weekend. You know why?
Why? Because you're going to research and look for things about him. Yes.
And probably going to get all his book fast delivered by Monday. Thank you, Velvet Moon. Okay, let's go to Tiger Woods. You want to read his or you want me to read it?
Okay, I can read it. Oh, no, you can read it because it's things that I cannot like. Yeah.
Eldrick Tons Wood. He was called, his nickname was Tiger. His father used to call him Tiger. Date of birth, December 30, 75. He's 45 years old. Dude, you're Capricorn. You should do better. He's an American professional golfer. He's a tie for first in PGA Tour wins, ranked second in men's major championship, and holds numerous golf records. He took a self-imposed hiatus from professional golf from December 2009 when he got caught with 120 affairs. How you have 120 affairs and play golf professionally?
He should have a little time. I think.
To early April 10 in an attempt to resolve marital status with his wife at the time, Eileen. His injuries led him to undergo 5 back surgeries between the 14 and 2020. He was married to Ellen Nordegren from 2004 to 2010. He had 2 kids that we know about it, Sam and Charlie. Again, I was watching some videos and I trying to learn to play golf. I need to be honest. And when you hit the ground, it hurt like hell.
Really?
Oh my God! I have a spatial dyslexia, so I'm really clumsy. I have bruises all the time. So if you try to play golf and you hit the ground, the vibration go into your arm, your spine, your shoulder, everything hurts. So every time that I try to play golf, I haven't get out of the hitting balls. I still like buying the 90 balls hitting under the roof. I couldn't move from that place. But as soon as I get home, I need to get 2 Tylenols and a tea and go to bed, hot bath, and oh my God, kill me next day. So I can understand why he has so many back surgeries. We have more fact.
Good with wine.
What, the Tylenols?
No.
Honey, no.
Good idea.
No, I actually pulled my bag this week, believe me. The last thing that I want is wine. I'm just burned out by the meds. Susan has arched eyebrows. Of course, she is going to spend the weekend research. Thank you. You see? I have pointy, high eyebrows, and they start and finish on the same length. Honey, You know me too well. AJ, so sorry to hear that, Claire de Lune. Keep on keeping on it. It sounds like you are very determined and hungry to learn person. Oh, yes, she is. Believe me,
Yeah.
she is. She is here every Friday. She's not one of my students, but it's here every Friday. You are one of my students? I'm sorry, I lost track. OJ lives in Las Vegas, not Cali. Uh, I don't say that he live in Cali. Cali's in Colombia. He's living in Vegas right now. And the disease is chronic trauma encephalopathy, can only be detected after death. Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Well, that doctor, oh my God, I lost his name again. Dr. Amen has done an amazing studies by fMRI and treatment. But the truth to be told, we don't know what he have. I don't remember saying that he lived in Cali, Colombia. Do we say
No,
so? No.
I don't
Uh,
remember.
Maureen, I don't remember has seen you before. I have a strong accent, and when I tire my accent and when I try to speed it up, it can worse. So my apologies if the misunderstanding. I understand that he is living on the West Coast. Exactly where he's living now, no idea. Uh, no, your weekend research, like, yeah, come on, keep making fun. I have the pointy eyebrows too. Good for you. I have pointy eyebrows 3. What accent? Come on, honey. I have a strong accent. Cali, could you be referring to California? Oh, that is a good one. I don't usually refer to California as a Cali. Oh, yeah, that can be. Now it makes sense. Thank you, guys. We have great scribers on our team. Lol. Last one. We're gonna go to Tiger because I have a class in 22 minutes.
Oh,
Okay, can you guys see the white part of the eye when he
I,
was arrested?
yes. And you see that he has the same thing as O.J. Simpson, the abundant eyelids.
Yeah, he started
Both.
with abundant eyelids. Uh, he have the round forehead. And can you tell me about the nose when he
Really,
started?
really, really, really small nostrils.
On the 17, but in the 90s, 96 he had big ones.
He has big one, yes.
So as how funny, they coming from a place from not abundance, and it says when they start having more and they start going and derailing, the nostrils start getting smaller. I was reading that he's on about $118 million. After Oprah Winfrey, he was the second African American millionaire.
Yes, and a sport player. Hmm.
Mm, I don't recognize Tiger Wood. Like, it's him.
Yeah, but
Believe it or not, it's him.
yes, it's him.
11 years after.
Yes, it's a huge change. And you see his eyebrows,
Yeah.
his start and how he ended up.
Look like he's been to hell and stayed there a little too long. Possibly. So I want to start talking about things that are common denominator between both. When they're started, they have half exposed eyelid. When they went through shock, they have more exposed eyelid. Why? Because when you're in shock, you need other people. You become more needy
Mhm.
because you need help. The white part of the lower part of the eye, they both started with big nostrils and they ended up with small nostrils. Guess what? Tell me about the difference in the mouth. What is similar to O.J. Simpson? You can see how two people cannot be connected, but actually have similar
Thing.
features and similar situation of their life.
Yes, he had a big mouth. And what happened next? He started like being small.
So he have the big front tooth too,
Hmm.
and now he have a small,
Hmm.
thicker on the top, thicker on the bottom.
Conflict again.
Conflict again. On his 21st birthday in 96, he signed an endorsement. Actually, I think that when he had the scandal with the sex addiction and he went to treatment, the only sponsor he didn't lose was Nike, and nobody knows why.
Yeah, because even Nike told to the media and everything that they are going to support him.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Glowing says straight eyebrows and high ears. Good call.
Great.
Let's focus then before. Uh, he's burned out. I don't want
Really.
to. I don't know what he's taking, but he should change the dealer. Hollywood chick in 96. Good
Yes,
girl.
I had that in my mind. Great, glowing number.
Okay, glowing is your Elba.
Yes.
So now tell what it means.
I always give it away when you are saying things.
So what it mean?
Okay, he tries he is seen every time that he walk in through the room or something. He has to be seen. He is the one that has his Hollywood chicks, and people pay attention to him.
So okay, let's see. Oh my God, we have. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing messages, but they're going so fast. Maybe he have a nose job. No, you know what? Nostrils has to do with money expending. I have seen nose jobs where the nose gets smaller, but I'm sorry, the nostrils doesn't change. You
Mhm.
don't have a nose job that changed the nostrils. And by the way, he didn't have it. His eyebrows randomly check in, then check back out. Weird. No, he have a good, really BS filter when he was younger. He definitely lose it. Uh, his whole brow seems almost double the size between the two pictures. I guess that you're talking about that. Oh, Elba, that is your specialty. You have the butt eyebrow. So tell us what you mean.
He is like he has a big self will. If he said he's going to do something, he will not stop. He will get to the goal. He will get to the things that he has to accomplish because he will not stop. And I think that's why he became so good on golf,
Yeah.
because he want to be the best.
Uh, you. Okay, I'm gonna put these two messages because they're talking to each other. I don't want to feel that I'm neglecting you guys, even though you can read the messages. Oh no, wait, that was for you, AJ. Uh, yeah, smart lady, but you took Elva. It was her. It was like my. It, it was Elva's white part of the eye. So let's get serious for a second. I want you to pay attention to this. Can you see the cheeks, how they are illuminated and the cheeks are
Mhm,
full? Can you
mhm.
see how depleted are here?
Yeah, none. He doesn't have it.
You see that in people who's going through hell. That we call it sunken cheekbones for the ones who were on the last open house. Remember, guy, open house. Oh
Oh
my
yes.
God, I need to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Uh, we were on the last open class. We're talking about sunken cheeks. Cheeks are here. You can see the sunken.
Mhm,
So he didn't have a surgery. He have
no.
a bone structure sunk
Yeah.
it.
Mhm,
It's happened that when people get older and they're near to die, they're getting sunk it. I remember my grandma, my two grandmothers, my dad, my mom,
mhm.
they both got sunk it. My mom lost 50 pounds a year before she died. She
Wow.
got sunk it. Like, yeah, it was so scary to see her in WhatsApp or in Zoom. Like, mom, what is going on? Like, I'm doing great. Like, and I talked to the nurse and like, what's going on? Like, oh, she's sunken. There's nothing we can do to stop. So I knew she's gonna die. She was getting sunken. She didn't have anything else on her to survive. And that would happen with him.
Mm-hmm.
The mouse change. Well, the eyes, like, it's nobody's home.
No.
Doesn't matter how much you knock, nobody's home. Sorry, I meant forehead. It seems double the size between the first one and the second one. The forehead, I would say, yeah, the forehead. I'm sorry. Well, his forehead still finish here.
Mm-hmm.
He's losing his hair, but the forehead hasn't changed. You can see where the forehead start.
Yes, with the bumps here.
He's an strategic and a doer. He's not too emotional. There is not in this picture, and that is my mistake. I will put it. He have maniac line. He have lines on the end of the eyes. They're going up. You can find the same lines if you want to know what I'm talking about. Check who left the White House before. You have somebody who tweet at 3:00 in the morning. They tend to have extreme. I was talking with Elba, then I know a person who have those lines. He's a really good friend of mine. And I have a conversation with him and FaceTime and says, dude, you put around 100 pounds. Like, well, I cannot have sex for the pandemic. So he started eating. He stopped doing an extreme that went to another extreme. They tend to be really extreme and they tend to indulge themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I will not going to go to what are the things that tell me that it's not going to change, because I'm not a diagnostic and I don't want to provoke, because this is business side. But I don't think he's going to change at all.
No, me neither.
Anyway, okay. Poor Anne. She's been typing and I'm sorry. We have too many comments and it's difficult to put it all. Look older than stage age, as they says at the autopsy. Morticia, you're killing me. You can age in a week. Your face can change in a week. When I do training in person, I love to take pictures before and after. And you can see in 2 days a face change. If you don't want to believe me, it's your choice. But it happened. I see it. He's dehydrated. Like, no. You know what, Sarah? In this one, I'm not going to fight you, but I want you to pay attention to something, love. Can you see the cheeks?
Mm-hmm.
Can you see? He have 40-degree angles. He's a fighter. He has, in this one, Hollywood cheeks. But if you can see in the other one, he lost the fight. He gave up. He doesn't have 40 degrees. You cannot change the bone structure here for water. You can see how sunken it is. That is not about water. I wish it was water so you can give him some electrolytes and he go back. No, it's not happening. Hillary, hey love. 2017 B side ear is out and personal side is closer to the head. Like, ooh.
Yes.
Somebody's been paying attention. Good call. AJ, tell Hillary that she did a really good call too. Is his receding hairline? I don't read hair. I do know that one of my teachers, and Elva has been going through one of my books that I did with that amazing lady. She was one of my coaches on face reading. But the truth to be told, I haven't paid too much attention. I do go to where the hair start, and I do the widow's peak because I had it and I love it. But I haven't gone through much on that, so I don't want to talk if I know 100%. Okay, guys, and we need to go to the open class. 96 walk across the golf course to see his kind-looking man. In 17, it will cross the street and run the other way. Oh my God, that is an amazing analogy. Yeah, completely. Yeah. But you know what? Beside that he was a kind, it's like It's sad to someone who become. I I have seen him play golf. Okay, I used to live in a place where we used to have a golf place really near, and he hit the ball, and like the ball did this,
Yes.
puck,
Go inside.
inside. Like,
Mm.
dude, like for a long time says that thing is having a magnet. It's impossible that can happen. Actually, I do know there's some people like questioning if his balls have magnets because it's impossible they can go the way. You have a gift and you threw it away. What is wrong with you? Why people have gift and they don't give it? They don't give it. They don't share it. It's not fair. Thanks for clarifying that, Susan. No problem, my love. Glowing number, yes. Well said, Dito. Sarah says, lol. Maureen says, look at Aaron Hernandez. His rate was sent to testing and it approved he had football brain
Alzheimer.
Alzheimer disease. Professional footballer changed with murder before suicide in jail, only 23 years old.
Mhm.
I didn't know about that case. Thank you for sharing, Maureen. That is
It's a good one.
horrible.
It's a good one.
That's horrible that those kids are so excited to play whatever sport and they get in this commercial where they see more money, more money, more. Doesn't matter what is your gender. They see more money and the people using them like it's horrible. And nobody take care of what happened with them when they retire or when they need to retire them. I bet Facebook user has pointy eyebrows. I don't know. Okay, guys, it's fascinating. I believe you. I was joking about the dehydration. Why you use that word, honey? It's really difficult to pronounce in any language. Lost the will to fight. Yes, that is a really good analogy. He lost the will to fight.
Yes.
Actually,
Good
his
one.
last surgery was in 2020. Believe me, when you need to have surgeries in your neck, in your back, the pain, the strain. Okay, let's tell the truth. I pulled my back this week pulling out the Amazon cat litter who was delivered to my house. I ended up going to the emergency room on Wednesday and I'm taking relaxing meds for my back because I was pulling the cat litter. Why? Because I have a bone transplant, double neck fusion, lower back injury. When you have those pains and you're in pain all the time, you lose the will. It's
Mhm.
sometimes it's really difficult. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and says, "Ooh, what is cracking? Ooh, it's me," and it's
Yes.
painful. Pain change your life, and the meds to give you to deal with the pain, they're worse. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put this because I call it on. Great job, Hillary. AJ says. Sarah says, Hillary, woohoo. Okay. Uh, alcohol, what is wrong with him? Okay, guys, we have so many comments, but we need to finish. We have been an hour and a half. Really, this become a happy hour. I would encourage anybody, everybody who's out there, grab a glass of wine next week. I wish I can see your faces. Change with three murders. Uh,
Hernandez.
oh, I
Mhm.
don't know the story. My apologies. I would like to write it. Left behind a baby girl. Oh my God, really? 23 years old and he left behind a baby girl?
Yes.
What is wrong? What is wrong? Have ever had a stellate ganglion block, Susan? No, but it sounds deadly. Tell me it's a drink. Tell me, please, it's a drink. It's a kind of wine.
Uh,
Dude, Morticia, what is wrong with you? Ouch, Susan. I hope you are free of pain soon. You know what? I haven't take meds of for my surgery in 9 years because they almost kill me. One of the doctor give me too much. They almost kill me. So what I do is I walk every day. I stretch. I meditate and trying to be happy in my body the way it is. And knocking wood, I went back to walk because I was in a wheelchair for a long time. So
Yeah.
never judge the content only by the packet.
Nope.
Okay. It's a name. Love join this live with Susan and Elba each week. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
bringing us these faces reading. Much appreciated. Have a great day, night, everyone. P.S. I'm a woman. By the way, are you fucking kidding me? Ooh, I
Really?
say
No.
okay. I was checking on your channel. Really, AJ? No, don't do that. Are you kidding me? I saw your channel.
I swear, yeah. I thought
Oh,
of you.
well, thank you for saying it. I don't want it to be right for all of that. I'm a woman, 100% promise.
We believe you.
Well, you're a sweetheart. Thank you very much, and I'm so sorry. The only channel I found out with your name was a dude, so I hope it's your husband. Susan, I bet user who live I bet fact user who leave all these facts of us pointy eyebrows, a lot of research. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of research. Maybe it was a different name, a different channel with the same name. I don't know. I'm from Australia. Like, no, it wasn't you. No, it wasn't dude around 40. So you know what? Thank you for proving me wrong. You know what? Always can fail. Always can fail. Look what happened with Houdini. Okay, guys. We're going to wrap it up. Next week, we're going to be talking about Anna Winthrop and Mary Barra. We're going to talk about the director of Vogue magazine and General Motors. We're going to talk about... no, Sarah, I was wrong. At least I have your age right, AJ. Tell me at least you're over 40. At least tell me if I got your age right. Give me one. So
Just
today we talk about O.J. Simpson and Tiger Woods. We talk about the bad boys. We talk about their stories. We talk about their past, their present, and I hope a better future. Sarah Adams Law. Okay, we have a Sue, guys. I love you. Glowing Amber, I have one pointy eyebrow and one curved eyebrows. Although Susan and Elba told me that my eyebrows are getting a little bit pointy. Maureen says, Aaron Hernandez is a great one for analysis. Very current as is a few years, but similar to Provide Football, murder, adultery, drugs, and suicide. Thank you, Maureen, because we do the production based on what you asked. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to take notes. Aaron. Oh, wait a minute. Now it starts ringing a bell. Yeah, we're going to do sport next month. We're going to now start ringing a bell. HSS says, remember to smash that on your way, our PTF family. Profiler task force. By the way, maybe I can talk to Lena and we can do that in Profilers. Maureen Walsh, there are many documentaries of him and you too. Thank you guys. You are our amazing production team. So we talk about the bad boys. If you want to contact us and see how much trouble we're getting into, you go to humanbehaviorlab.com if you want to learn any of the witchcraft that we talked today, except to determine if somebody's a man or a woman. Then I'm pretty good at doing anonymous letter, but not today. You can go to humanbehaviorhackerschool.com. And if you want to contact Elba, where people can find you?
You can find me at elba@humanbehaviorlab.com. And
Sorry.
for you,
I'm sorry, I put a message in front of your email. Okay, if you want to contact me, you need to go to Susan@humanbehaviorlab.com. Guys, thank you very much for all your message. I'm sorry if I miss. Ooh, Tracy, I never saw you before. I thought you did, Aaron. But you know what? We are not done.
it's a good one.
We can keep doing more shows. We're gonna be doing more shows. As soon as you show up, we're gonna show up too. So send us. You have our emails. We give you our emails. We reply our emails, and we are been doing shows based on what you ask. So Tracy, stay tuned. You can see if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, go to subscribe. You go Google Susan Ivitz, go to subscribe, hit the bell, and when we have a live. And if you just want to see that, you can see the recording. You can have your coffee during the weekend and see it. See you all next time. See you next time. Stay out of jail. I'm going to try to. Thanks, Elba and Susa. We love you guys. Much respect. Much respect. I hope you're doing good in Australia, because I understand I was doing a training with New Zealand on Tuesday night. And one of the other coach who was doing the training, we were doing the training together. She's in Australia, and she told me that they're in lockdown again. So, guys, I hope you're doing great. Thank you, ladies. See you soon. Yeah, see you in like 2 minutes ago. So for the ones who are in the class, wait for me. Muchas amas. Sarah, you need to improve your Spanish. Spanish, yeah. Bye. Okay, see you next week. I watched every trial of Aaron plus all the rest. Thanks, Susan. I've been a sub since beginning when you were 4. Oh, thank you. Well, we're going to have a lot of guests. Okay, guys. Oh, wait a minute. We didn't do the raffle. So what you need to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit the bell, email your information to info@humanbehaviorlab.com. Why? Because most of you have avatars. In order to assign you a number to give you your 30 minutes with any of us on the team, we need you to have your information. So email your information, name, email, and avatar, so we can recognize it and relate it. Put the code July 9, and next week we're going to do the raffle. And now we're going to do the raffle. I still need to do 3 hours class. I don't have any more boys to do it. So now we're going to go to the wheel. I'm going to put it on the other monitor. You see, when you're getting older, you know what are limitations. One of them is knowing that I need 2 monitors. Okay. 3, 2, 1. You should listen to the music. Hello, baby. I forgot to put the audio.
100. Congrats.
Do you know who's number 100 now?
Yes.
Perry, are you still there? I do know that you're the number 100. Oh, Maureen says, buenas noches, amigas. Thank you. Buenas noches para ti también. Ci vediamo dopo. Whatever you want. Perry, are you still there? Okay, Perry, I do remember you are our number 100, because when we did the list, I put you as a number 100, and when we flip it today, you still get on the number 100 number. So, honey, if you want to play a video game online like we do sometimes, just let me know. Congratulations to number 100. Congrats, Perry. Like, yeah. Mary. Okay, guys, I'm going to refill my coffee, go to the bathroom, and I see you on the open class. Thank you very much to all of you for being here on Friday. Again, it's a funny place to learn something new. We take it seriously. We do our research, but you don't need to take it so serious. It's a way to finish a hard week. Elba?
It's a pleasure to be here, and see you the next time to everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. The professor.
Hey, professor. You see, everybody know you too. Perry, you need to step up your game.